Your Honor, if I may, to Chief Baker. One quick question, if I may, Chief. Chief, I've had some inquiries, emails, phone calls, whatever, and also noticed myself a lot of these new motorbikes going around town, and scooters, whatever you want to call them, all kinds of small vehicles, causing traffic problems all over the city and a lot of noise. Have you had any statistics on what's going on with this type of thing?
No, I don't. We're in the process of just starting installing a new computer system, so hopefully I have that for the future, but right now we don't have it available.
I guess my other question is, I believe a while back we looked into the same type of problem, where some of these were actually illegal. They're supposed to be registered or insured or whatever. Will they be part of your program?
Not part of tracking statistics on it, but I mean, we'd be glad to take a look at it through our traffic unit. We have a sergeant and 4 officers assigned to traffic. The problem is that the law is a little complicated, and that the engine size and wheel size determines whether it's legal, whether it needs a license, whether you need a motorcycle endorsement. You almost need a flow chart to enforce that type of law. But we'll be glad to take a look at it, not a problem.
So you will be, in the near future, looking into the situation, trying to straighten it out.
Well, tonight's the first I've heard of it, but yeah, we're glad to take a look at it.
Thank you.
I think if I could just interject, Mr. Visconti, one of the problems the chief has is that you could have 2 scooters right next to each other. One is 49 cc, lower than 49 cc's, it's legal, there's nothing you can do about it. And then the one next to it is 51 cc's, that's not legal, it requires a whole different set of registrations and everything else. It's very, it's difficult when you're going call to call, handling other issues as well. Sorry.
Through you to the chief. Mr. Visconti is right. I think it was 5 or 6 years ago, there was a bipartisan group of members of this council that passed a resolution and then worked with our state legislative delegation. 2 of us went to Hartford and testified before committee to get the law changed so that we could clamp down on this plethora, these little mini bikes, small, that were raging all over the place. If there is, from a statistical analysis, I know you're not setting up necessarily for the analysis, but if, at least anecdotally, council members or legislative delegation could know the types of vehicles you're seeing for which you don't have enforcement authority statutorily or through ordinance as authorized by statute, then we can try to change state statute, which we did about a half dozen years ago to address that problem. So if the tools don't exist now, the best place to change them is at the legislative level, because we can only bump up against what they allow us to do. And just reach out offline to you or to members of your staff to see if there's something that we can push for at the state level